Live stream.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the Native Wellness Institute Power Hour. Woohoo! We're so excited today. It was totally last minute, but at the last minute, I pulled together some amazing women, and I want to introduce everybody to Monica and Marina with Sister Sky and their daughter. Because what we want to do for this Christmas is we want to buy Indigenous. We want to support Native businesses. We want to support Native artists. We want to support all the Indigenous people that we can. So what we want to do is today we're going to talk about that. And as the Native Wellness Institute, we have been doing power hours for almost 2 years, like a year and a half. So today I'm so excited that we get to talk to Sister Sky. And then I also have my sister Janine down there. But I know Monica and Marina, like they had Black Friday sales. And so like everybody was ordering. So they're all stressed out and they're trying to get orders out because they're so awesome. So I'm going to hand it over to you guys. So tell us about Sister Sky. What do you got going on?
Yay! Well, Lovina, thank you so much, my sister, for having us on.
Thank you.
Very, very cool to be here, and very cool for you to create this space for us to really encourage our community to buy from our own community. That's really what is so key about this. Marina and myself and Stephanie are here in the warehouse. This is our Sister Sky's headquarters in Spokane, Washington.
Live from the Sister Sky warehouse.
This is where it happens. We are a Native American woman-owned company. We're citizens of the Spokane on our father's side, and we're citizens of the Paquachin First Nation on our mother's side. So up in British Columbia, Canada. So our relations up there. Sister Sky is a natural bath and body care product line. We sell our product online on our website at sistersky.com. And then when we get orders on our website, we fulfill them here at our warehouse. And we did run a special on Friday, and we were just slammed, like the most orders we've ever had in the history of Sister Sky.
My sister was saying, do you remember, we started in 1999, and she told me, well, we were both back here helping my daughter. She said, do you remember, we would be lucky if we would get 10 orders a month. Now we're filling like 100 orders a day.
Yeah.
At our warehouse here in Spokane. So Monica, my girls are, my Steffi and Sophie, manage the products division, and they do the filling and picking and packing. But we had so many orders that Monica and I said, we got to get in there and help out.
Yes.
So I have one question for you guys. So why did you start Sister Sky? Like why did you do that?
We started in 1999, and it really started as like, you know, a lot of small businesses, they want to do their own thing. They want to start their own company, but they're not really sure what they want to do. And so we were always like, oh, we got to go into business. We got to do something. Sis, we just got to do our own thing. And so we really started basically as a hobby. Like we would make candles and soaps, and we would pack those up, and we would take them to trade shows. And then as I like to say, fate would have it, my son was born with severe eczema. And our hobby really useful because we really started thinking like, what did we use? Like what ingredients and what plants and what herbs did we use before we had Walmart or Walgreens or places to go buy a bottle of lotion? Like what did we use? And that really became the anchor for Sister Sky products. We started with Kevin's Care Lotion, which was a natural lotion we made for eczema, and it really just blossomed from there. But it's always been anchored in like, how can we create natural products utilizing natural ingredients that our people really honestly have been using for centuries, whether it's aloe vera, whether it's, you know, sunflower oil, almond oil. You know, Indigenous people have always used these ingredients that happen to be really popular in the market today. So that really is the basis of how and why we we have products.
And the anchor right now of Sister Sky products is to provide, in addition to natural solutions from native roots, but we really focus on providing resources for education, health, and wellness. So with the products that we have, we help educate our consumers on the indigenous aspects of the ingredients. So we focus on education, health, of course. The products that we provide are focused around healthy skin,
Yep.
healthy bodies,
Healthy hair.
and wellness. Just, of course, again, like if, for example, our bath bombs that we have, the ingredients in the bath bombs are wonderful, but that part of the bath bombs, we focus on the wellness, self-care, wellness. So again, Sister Sky is, we focus on education, health, and wellness for the products as well.
Yeah, there's our website. Yay.
Okay, I'm a little bit tech savvy, so I was like prepared, and I pulled up your website so everybody can see. You can go to sistersky.com. You have the lavender sage. Ooh, that smells and probably feels so good and so healing. You have mood mist. Oh my gosh, look at all these amazing products. You have a healing salve, a body bar. You have body lotion. You have bath bombs. You have, oh, look at the beautiful Christmas, what is this, holiday white willow body care gift. And you have your beautiful picture on there. So these are the products that you can go online to sistersky.com and you can order these amazing products. And is there any of them that you guys want to highlight?
What I would like to highlight, Lovina, if we could just for a moment pan back to us for a quick second.
Yes.
What I would
got it.
Is that over here, the mastermind between these, our holiday packaging, is my girl Stephanie. Not only is Sister Sky a sister, we're a family-owned company, but now we're turning into a multi-generational company. Our daughter, which my daughter is, of course, my sister's daughter. She is studying marketing right now at Eastern Washington University. And she has come in and really helped us tremendously with social media and packaging and knowing how to go like, okay, we got to get this on Instagram and we got to have people tag in a way that Monica and I, my sister and I, could not do. So not only is Sister Sky a family-owned company, her and my sister and I, but now we're bringing in the multi-generational aspect of it, Sister Sky Next Gen. And I'm so proud of my girl. She's so beautiful and she does such a good job for us. And we love this.
Youth in action.
Monica is going to show you
our warehouse
packaging in the warehouse right now.
Okay, awesome.
How do we flip?
And I'm going to turn off my camera just so people can see only your camera.
Okay, let's see. We're trying to figure out how to flip, but I'm not sure we can.
Let me see here. Is there a way to flip this thing? Oh, wait, here we go.
Okay, so these are some of the packaging that we're doing. This is our actual order table. So we've been getting all these orders and we've got all this really cool stuff. We do all this by hand. So we pick and pull it and we get it all ready. Here's some orders that we have. And we're really proud of being able to get this out. Like one of the things that we really focus on is when people put their order in online, like they want it quick. They want it as quick as they possibly can get it. So we really pride ourselves on having our products done, quickly, good customer service. I think that's key, especially as people are shopping for the holidays. They're like, man, I want to make sure that I get all my stuff in and that it's in time. But this is our warehouse and this is where we pick and pack everything and how we stage it. And yeah, we really appreciate all the shout outs that people have been giving us and all the orders. We just think it's critical that we support small business, and you can see small business in action. We're here actually fulfilling everything. It's a family company and it's very cool. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, I just want to say Limlam Chinchaspaus Telichas. Thank you from my heart for joining us today. And everybody out there, go online and order Sister Sky products. for shampoo and conditioner and lotion. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming on a short notice. I love you.
Love you
So,
too.
Lovina, thank you for being
So-
awesome. Lovina, you are just doing awesome work. The work that you do is so important, and also Native Wellness Institute. We have to heal, and we can heal each other the best with one another. We're healing, and you all are doing fantastic. Lamlamsh.
Thank you. All right.
Pack your orders. We're waiting for them. So order online. Sky.com. Gotta go pack your orders. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Awesome. So I'm so excited. I also have a couple more guests, and they're just gonna be kind of floating in as we go. And so the next guest that I'm going to bring on is Steve Laurent. And Steve Laurent is going to be sharing with us some of the jewelry that he makes. Him and and he's a family business as well. Steve, can you turn your camera on? Are you there? There you are. Hi, Steve. How are you? Oh, you unmute, Steve. You have to unmute. And are you there right now in your because I found your website. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I'm just faking. No.
Oh, you liar.
I'm just moving my lips, kind of making it look like I'm talking, but I am unmuted now.
Okay, awesome. So Steve, what do you want to show us? What do you want to tell us about buying Indigenous this year for Christmas?
Yeah, I'm so, that Sister Sky was really, really cool. I'm sorry, I kind of checked in a little bit late this afternoon. I was about maybe 8 minutes late, and I missed, but I did see their product, and I wish they would have stuck around. I wish they wouldn't have signed off, but anyway, yeah, I am a Native American artist of a Hopi descent from Arizona, and on my father's side, I'm a Assiniboine from the Fort Belknap Reservation in Montana. But currently, I live in northern New Mexico. I live in the Pueblo of Okewinge, which is where my wife originates from. She's from the Tewa people, and so I'm coming to you today from Okewinge Pueblo in northern New Mexico, which is about 15 miles north of Santa Fe, to give you guys some perspective. And this is where my studio is. I have a home, but I have a studio just outside of my door here where I do my artwork. I'm a metalsmith, a Native American metalsmith, an award-winning metalsmith. And actually, Lovina should have a butterfly pendant that I made her not too long ago. So
Yes, I do. Okay, while you're talking, Steve, I'm gonna grab it so I can show everybody.
Okay, cool, yeah. So I'll keep talking. But I am a metalsmith, and I work in silver and gold. And my wife, Marian Denapa, who I just mentioned, who is Tewa, is also a metalsmith, a jeweler, and a painter. I started in the Native American art world as a sculptor, but over time I got into personal adornment, because you see a lot of it when people go out and they powwow, or they go out to special places or special events, or even on a daily basis. You can wear some of the creations that I make in silver, gold, using precious stones and semi-precious stones. And so Lovina's husband was really, really smart this year. He asked me to make her a pendant, and so a butterfly pendant, and it has opal in it and turquoise. So that's a good example of some of my work. There's a butterfly that I created for Lovina. I can't remember if it was an anniversary or a birthday present or something of that nature, but he reached out to me, and we secretly made that for her. But I'm really proud of the fact that I just got this in the mail today. And this is a Native American art magazine. And on the cover, right there in the middle, is one of our gold bracelets that Marian and I created for this gallery in Scottsdale, Arizona. So that's one of our large major pieces. It's on the cover of this month's issue among some of our other artists jewelers. Their work is,
Wow.
we're really lucky that we got the centerpiece, and then all the other jewelers' artwork is around it. But
And I'm just turning off my camera, Steve, so people can see
okay,
that, you know,
yeah.
so because on
Oh,
Facebook,
this is
it's a
a
little.
18, yeah, this is an 18 karat gold piece. This is one of our major pieces that we've made. And we actually did this one probably about 5 years ago. And it was in a big collection, and it was obtained by this gallery in Scottsdale. So they ran a big ad in this month's issue of our artwork, you know, Native American artwork. But and then again, this is just like a plain silver bracelet, a sterling silver bracelet that I made. Not so expensive. You know, the gold bracelet is very, very expensive, but these are more moderately priced. And you can see some of the design work that I put in there. I do a lot of silver rings, a lot of silver bands, you know. So these are some of the silver rings that I've created
And
within
you also
probably the last couple
created,
months.
you also created our wedding bands.
Oh, did I do
Like
that
I
too
got,
as well?
yeah, I got two chubby, and I couldn't fit my wedding rings. Then you made me another wedding ring.
Well, I'll be happy to make you another one. So just let me know. But yeah, but you have our webpage. Our webpage is dlfineart.org. And I have to admit that I've been so busy. Lovina also knows that I'm the co-chair of a youth organization. So we've been really busy with our youth organization. So I haven't updated my website, but there is a lot of information about my work on the internet as well. And there's my webpage, yes. And some of these pieces are sold, but then there are some availabilities. So on the screen on your left is Marion Denepaw. There she is. There's my wife. And then you can go into her collection. There's my collection in the middle. And then our son, Cree Lawrence, is a well-known artist too. So this shows some of the work that we've done. We do bolo tie. We do just about all. We do rings. We do pendants. We do. We've even made a Native American princess crown. At one time, we've made a crown for a Native American princess. And Lovina Louie is former Miss Indian World, or so she probably has a crown too. But the crown that we made was sterling silver, and so. Yeah, so this is some of the work. This is some of my work, and then you can get, or actually that's my son, Cree.
Yeah, that's Cree's
Cree
work.
Lawrence.
Yeah,
That's his work.
Yep.
And he's an award-winning jeweler too as well. So I'm going to probably be updating my webpage within this past week, and updating it with some of the new stuff that we created. Like here's some of the turquoise rings that we've been working on.
Oh, wow.
In the
Those are
middle is a spiny
beautiful.
oyster shell. So we do both contemporary and traditional style Native American jewelry. We work, as I mentioned, we work in silver and gold, as well as using semi-precious stones. Right now, I'm actually making another wedding bands for a couple that's going to get married in 2022. But I do custom work too as well. So
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us today, Steve. And, you know, like if you get on Facebook to the Native Wellness Institute live page, you can put in comments, so you can put your Facebook or your website in there. You can tell other artists, you know, put it in the comments, and, you know, people as they're watching, you know, they're seeing comments. And so thank you so much, Steve, for joining us today.
You're welcome. I also have a Facebook page under Steve Lawrence. You'll see the name on the screen. And then my Instagram is also under Steve Lawrence. But once you get on my Facebook page, you can be directed to my jewelry page, Denepaw Lawrence Fine Art. So
okay,
thanks
awesome.
for the opportunity,
Thank you.
Lovina. And hello to all the family.
Yes. I'll let everybody know you said hi. Thank
Much
you.
love.
Awesome. Okay, so
Lightning Boy family.
next up we're going to have I have Dixie, who joined us, and she's gonna have to turn on her camera. And then just so, and I also have two more guests that are waiting, Janine and Kaitlin. As soon as I'm working on that PowerPoint as I'm on live Facebook. So Dixie, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
Hear me? Can you
Yes,
hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Well, I don't know how to turn my camera on.
There should be a little camera that you should be able to see the video. You should, there she is.
There it is.
Woo!
Oh,
All right, well, I'm gonna turn off my video so people can see you guys and see so what today is about, buy Indigenous, but it's also about how do we make gifts for our family, right? Instead of going and buying something from Walmart or from Amazon, how can we make gifts for our family, or how can we decorate our trees? Because I know Murphy was in there working with Coeur d'Alene tribal members, and she was teaching them, hi Murphy, she was teaching them how to make ornaments for her tree. So let's see what the Coeur d'Alene Tribal Culture Program has been up to and what are they teaching people. So you're on.
has to squeeze them. Welcome to our culture department. We have a department that consists of our tribal preservation, our language, artifact collection, historic preservation on the ground. And in this department in our classroom, we have a lot of material. We have an excellent teacher. Say hi, Merv. Hello. We have our sewing machines, our sergers, what do they call it? Embroidery machines. We're teaching our community how to make bags, dance outfits. I don't know if you guys can see them. If I'm going too slow, too fast, tell me. Little boys, as you can see, all Christmas gifts, possibilities, ribbon shirts. Say hi to Jeannie.
Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Oh,
Ribbon
those are
shirts for young
beautiful.
boys. And then over here, we have a little girl's dance outfit.
Oh, how many girls would love to have a new outfit for Christmas, right?
And it's
Aw.
just an introduction. It's getting them on the floor. It's getting them comfortable to be on that floor.
Or they can dress up and do powwow sweat.
Yeah,
At
we're not going there today. Pooh. Another little girl's dance outfit
Wow.
and a little boy's grass. And these are just beginning, just to get them on the floor. You got to get them interested. You got to get them the fit to wear on the floor so that they're comfortable. Get them around the drum, get them around those songs.
Yep.
And then a hat that Murph's working on. Can you guys see it?
Wow. Yep, that's
And then
it.
we have,
Hold it up a little bit closer. It's kind of dark in there, actually.
yeah, my shades are shut. I don't do
that's
sunlight.
beautiful.
And then we also have a lot of canvas in here. We're going to be doing teepees next year. We have the famous wild shoe picture that was on Life magazine cover.
Oh, wow.
We do vests and cool hangers. If anybody wants to donate hangers, please feel free. But there's vests that people, and these don't take long. They don't take long at all, maybe half a day. We're also working with weaving baskets. This is the beginning of those kind of baskets. And then we do corn husk. You can make ornaments with corn husk. And this is my cool Woodstock guy with the cool stovepipe hat.
Cute.
And that's all done with corn husk. We got dentalium shells here. People can make necklaces for gifting. There's material that can be used for skirts, shirts, bags, dolls. And these are
Awesome.
ornaments that we've been teaching with cedar.
Those are
And
the
they don't take
coolest.
long at all. Pardon me?
I said, those are so cool. Awesome.
There's one started right here. Some other ornaments.
Yay. Well, those are amazing. Thank you so much for showing all the awesome things we can make if we would just get up there. And people can learn how to make them at home, and you can make a gift for your family and buy Indigenous. That's what today's Power Hour is all about. So that's awesome. Thank you. Are you going to show us the medicines?
I'm going to show you some of them. Yeah. You can make soap. That's an antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal with different roots, different plants for different things, from skin disorders to just cleaning, softening. Some of the medicines we've gathered this year.
Wow, those are beautiful. So if
We
you
make baths and tinctures, balms, face creams.
And
it's
those would
all, it's, go ahead.
Oh, and those would be great little gifts that you could like go make and give to your family members.
We only gift the things that were given to us by our maker or given to us for the people. If you have the knowledge, then you gift it.
Yeah.
Whenever we were taught. Yeah. So
Sell our medicines.
so anyways, that's what we do here at the culture department.
Awesome.
So
Thank you so much. Mwah. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'll
Love
be
you.
there
Love
late.
you. Bye,
Love you,
Pooh.
Mama.
Say bye, Murph.
Bye, Murph. See you later. All right.
So how do we get out of here now?
Okay, so then I'm gonna mute you. Then, yep. All right, yay! So we got to share that. And so now I want to see if Janine can come on. I know we lost Kaitlin. She had to go for a minute, but Janine, do you know how to turn your camera back on?
I'm trying. Just a second, I'm hitting it here. Just a second.
There should be a little video thing. And as you're doing that, I'm going to go and it took me a minute to finish that part of the PowerPoint.
Okay.
But let me see.
Let me see if I can get on here. Just a second.
I gotta move my thing. Okay, slideshow. So, okay. So, I still can't see you, Janine, but there should be just a little camera, Janine, that you click on, and it should then turn your camera back on. So, but I'll skip through your pictures. Well, so I'm gonna share it with everybody until I see you, Janine. This is some work that was done by Rena Totus, and Rena makes the cutest little bears. Like if you can see on here, there's a little bear and she has bags. And then she even has these tupies, are these grandparents that are little dolls that you can buy. and you know, she creates the most awesome things. These are all her little baby bears that she makes, and they're the most beautiful little bears. She does such beautiful work. And you know, recently there was a school and they requested stockings for all their kids. And Rena has such a great, beautiful heart that she made over 100 stockings for the Keller school. And then she has all these other ones. So if you want to buy Indigenous, you can order a stocking from Rena Totus, and she's on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, then you can find her on Facebook. But she makes the most awesome stockings, and I know I still need to order stockings from her, but you know, you can have native print design, you can have Seafox, you can have all kinds of different different ones. So those are some of the stockings that Rena Totus has made. For my anniversary, I ordered a skirt and a bag, and it is the most beautiful set. I love it. And Rena makes ribbon shirts and wing dresses. And when one of our uncle passed away, she made over 7 ribbon shirts for the services for my uncle. And you know, a lot of sewers in our communities, they're so giving, and they're willing to give with their hearts and their minds, and you know, they put so much effort into their work. And so this is another artist from the coast, and many of you who know coastal work, Michelle Wood does these cedar roses, and she does kind of contemporary jewelry with I have a hard time saying that word, dentilium. And so she's really awesome, and she shares that. So, you know, it's Janine, you might have to leave the meeting and come back. I don't know why you
Okay.
can't turn your camera on, but I still don't see you.
Yeah, I don't know why either. It says that the host is disabled me. So I don't know what
Try now.
the host is you to. Okay.
There you go. Okay. So
Okay.
I was just sharing, this is Michelle's work that she has. And does Michelle sell her stuff on Facebook, or how does she sell her stuff?
Well, I know
Okay.
that she sells it up at the Snoqualmie Tribe in the gift shop. She also does it at their smoke shop there at Snoqualmie. And I know that people call her also. They connect with
Okay.
her on Facebook. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can find Michelle on Facebook. And then Kaitlin had to leave, but Kaitlin Washington has started beading, and she has done some beautiful work. These are beautiful sunflowers and some really nice earrings. She does a lot of the Seattle Kraken, the Mariners, the different sports teams. She does earrings. She also does this style of earrings, which are kind of more popular for the younger girls. You know, they really enjoy, you know, this kind of work. And then I wanted to just do a little focus on some young girls. So Dahyiitihi had over the summer learned how to make quill work. And so she sells her work, and she sells these beautiful quilled earrings. And even my daughter NorthStar, and these two girls are like 15 years old, but she made some keychains and some long lanyards. And so you can see that, you know, different young people are starting to be creative. So we want to encourage you to buy from our young people. And if you're watching live on Facebook and you know an artist, put them in the chat, like put their names in the chat so that we can see that, you know, some of those artists. And so, okay, so now we got Janine back. So Janine, do you want to take a minute and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Janine Washington. I live in the Toledo, Washington area. And that is like 22 air miles to Mount St. Helens. So I grew up here and I was adopted. So I come from Cherokee Nation. And I had an elder here that helped raise me and taught me my traditions. And as I grew, she passed away a couple of years ago, and she handed me all my biological information, which is really awesome. But so about 5 years ago, I have sold regalia for a long, long time. Sold it and made it for my girls and their friends when I lived up on the Muckleshoot Indian Reservation. And so about 5 years ago, I had a head injury. And so my niece had come to me and said, I need to keep my brain working. And I'm like, I can't bead. I've tried to bead numerous times, and it's been a joke in my family that I've not been able to bead. So the last 5 years, I've concentrated on colors and patterns, and I've learned to bead, which is really awesome. So now people are like, you've been beading forever. I'm like, yeah, if you only knew. And my brother jokes that you get bunked on the head and now you can bead. But it's really been a blessing to me. It's been a real healing thing for me, and it's good medicine. And so now my daughter Kaitlin has been beading. I've been at her from the beginning, and she loves it, and she finds it good healing. And then I started doing ribbon skirts and sewing. That I always have done. So, but I sell my work. Some of my stuff has been on auction for the Peacekeepers Association, and I've done some for Lovina. And
Yeah, I have a lot of your work, but I wanted to focus on this set because, you know, like I love the set that has the hat, the jacket, and the skirt. You know, I think that's beautiful. And you know, for me, like right now, I'm wearing a set that my mom got me that was made by an artist over on the Colville Reservation. You know, but for the Northwest, we have diggers, and so this is the most beautiful skirt. And where did you buy the ribbon, Janine? Because this is unique ribbon.
Yeah, I had gotten the ribbon, the wider ribbon on that digger skirt. It was from Teton. They had designed that ribbon, and I had bought that. So whether or not they still have some, they might be out, I'm not for sure, but that's where I got that ribbon from.
Okay, and then I just wanted to also share some of your beadwork and your bags that you've made. And so, you know, it's just really, you can make anything, and you can find it all over, you know. So again, I just want to thank you, Janine, for coming on. And
Thank you.
I'm sorry we missed Kaitlin. You know, but I know that, you know, people all over, you know, we're all looking for Christmas gifts, right? And even, you know, even you were asking me what I wanted. And I said, I would rather have something that was made by you than anything that was bought by anywhere. Although, and I'm going to share this. So I'm going to share my screen, but you know, one of the other places that you can order from is 8th Generation. And 8th Generation, and I'll get to their website. You know, a lot of people buy Pendleton, and you know, it's not like we don't want to, like, well, not like, you know, Pendleton is a non-native company. 8th Generation is owned by the Snoqualmie tribe. And so if you buy from 8th Generation, you're supporting a tribe. You're supporting the Snoqualmie tribe, and you're supporting not only the Snoqualmie tribe, but you're supporting Native artists, right? So on 8th Generation's website, you can go to artists, and you can see that they have all Native artists. So they have Bethany Yellowtail, who has her own website that I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. But look at the beautiful artists, and they're all Indigenous, they're all Native artists, and they've all created these beautiful, this beautiful art. And you can go online, just like you go online for Amazon, and you can purchase socks, you can purchase notebooks, you can purchase scarves. And so this is the website of 8th Generation. So if you want to order a blanket, if you want to order a towel, if you want to order, you know, pretty much anything, like, you can get online and order from here. The next one that I'm going to show you guys is, let me move this out of the way, is Bethany Yellowtail. And Bethany is one of Native Wellness Institute's really good friends. Like she's a friend of Native Wellness, and she's actually a really good friend of Shailene's. And so I jumped on here because we were going to do this this power hour, and I was so amazed at Bethany's line. But you know what caught my attention, and if anybody knows me, they're going to know why this caught my attention, because I just think this is the coolest thing. But Bethany sells and this is what, like, all you single ladies and all you single men, you know, all you guys who have single friends like me, I have single friends. And so you can buy the weather has dropped and snagging season is in full swing. Treat yourself or your snag to this perfectly curated gift set featuring our beloved Bethany Yellowtail Faherty alpaca knit scarf beanie paired with one of our new hand poured snag season candles. Isn't that amazing? I thought that was so cute. So if you really are, you know, maybe your snag doesn't know that you like them. So, or I guess they wouldn't be your snake. So if it's maybe somebody you like, you can send it to them, right? So this is just the coolest thing. So you can go to beyellowtail.com and you can order from Bethany Yellowtail. And so she has these beautiful, beautiful things. Another one that I wanted to and Bethany has a lot of clothes too. So I want to just highlight really quick some of Bethany's clothing line. She has some beautiful dresses. Let's see. I'm going to go to shop. What did I do? Okay. Apparel. I'm going to go to apparel. And we can look at some of Bethany's apparel. And she has these beautiful scarves that you can buy. She has jackets. She has, look at this beautiful short set, like in Arizona. I think some of us are going to be in Arizona next week. Whoop, whoop. So we could actually buy this. Somebody could buy this for me if they really wanted to. I can send you my address or anything, but you know, like Bethany just has some of the most beautiful clothing lines, and she was featured in Vogue. She's been featured in several different magazines. She's an upcoming, you know, artist. Apparel. She's just a beautiful, beautiful person. And so look at some of these clothes you could buy. So, and they even have clothes for men. And so people, if you're listening, like if you know websites, put them in the chat, you know, let's promote Native Indigenous artists so that, you know, we can, you know, we want to support them. Another one that I wanted to show you guys is Unitary Apparel. And Cody Miller from Omak, Washington, he is the one who designed a lot of this clothing. And Cody is a really cool guy. He's a young person. Well, I guess he's not that young. I forget how old I am. But he has all this indigenous he does some for James Pacotis. I don't know what happened to that one. It's not there. But when there were fires in the communities, he did some t-shirts and sweatshirts for the fires. So he's just, you know, he travels around. He travels to powwows. He does work with social distance powwow. You know, you can, you know, he's the vendor that social distance powwow uses. So if you go on social distance powwow a lot, then you can see, you know, like you can order shirts from Unitary Apparel. And so, you know, that might be a cool Christmas present that you could buy and support a Native artist. So I'm going to transfer over here to another young artist that I met is Aaron Allen. And Aaron does custom creation. So Aaron has this website where he does t-shirts, he does car decals for cars. He sends his orders all over. He does a lot of MMIW t-shirts, masks, you know, you name it. I think he does a lot of work. So his name is Aaron Allen, and he's on Facebook under Custom Creations. So that's Aaron right there. I ordered a lot of t-shirts from him for MMIW, and as you can see, you know, he's an Indigenous Coeur d'Alene Indian, and so, you know, hit him up on Facebook. Another person that I wanted to highlight today, and let's see, I have to keep moving these little bars, is Larry White. And Larry White, he is amazing. Larry does some amazing moccasins. And I know, you know, people are moccasins. We just had like Rock Your Mocks, right? So I just want to highlight some of Larry's moccasins. You know, he does beautiful work, and he also does orders. He puts really hard soles on the bottoms of his moccasins, like they're like you could go out and about in those. Like, and how many of you guys have, you know, babies and you need baby moccasins? I'm still waiting, you know, to do an order from Larry for one of my little nephews. But Larry does beautiful moccasins. And, you know, so I just wanted to highlight Larry's work. You can find Larry on Facebook, and he will, you know, take orders. I know he's like always super busy though. Like he gets so many orders, and, you know, so him and his wife, Bobby. So Bobby White, actually the whole family is, you know, they all do art, they all bead, and Bobby does some incredible work. And so I'll just see if I can find a few photos of her work. But you know, Bobby does a lot of beadwork, and she's a dancer. She does ties. Like some of the most awesome work that I seen Bobby do is she made ties. Well, this is like her whole family. Let me see. Let me see if she has an album. Oh, she just finished these moccasins right here. Like she makes moccasins as well. And so she just finished those moccasins. So Bobby does a lot of work. She, I think all of her ties she put, oh, here they are. There they are. So I wanted to highlight Bobby's ties. Bobby makes the most beautiful ties. They're beaded ties. And, you know, it takes her a long time to make these ties, but oh my gosh, she does some amazing work. And so, you know, it's just, you know, it's amazing like how many people, you know, do this beadwork and do art and do ribbon skirts and do that. And so find them in your community, you know, wherever they are, find them and buy from them, support them, you know, and it takes a lot of work to do this. So, you know, I wanted to, you know, there's a few other people too. I guess, and I seen in the chat, I was trying to watch the chat as well. But if you go to, and we had a Black Friday sale, but our Monday Cyber sale, but if you go to the Native Wellness Institute, we also sell clothing. We sell t-shirts, and I'm wearing my t-shirt that says I am worthy. But you can go to our website and you can buy shirts from the Native Wellness Institute. And so if you go to our website, it goes to shop, and you click on shop, you can go and see these beautiful sweatshirts that say I am worthy. We have sweatshirts, we have t-shirts, we have Native Wellness Institute masks, And we have these beautiful shirts that say ancestral love. And Shailene Joseph is the artist who made these shirts, and they are the most beautiful shirts. I have one of these shirts. Buy your ancestral shirt right away. They're only $28. But we have party like it's $14.91. We have healing is a verb, healing people, heal people, grandma up. You can buy a gift card. You can even buy a gift card. Oh, this is one of our favorite shirts, Shift Happens. So I love that shirt. I wear that shirt all the time. And get your well on. So, or you can buy a gift card from the Native Wellness Institute. So support Native artists. And if you know people who are Native artists, put their link on here. The other one that I wanted you guys to look at is you can buy music. You can support Native artists. You can support Superman. You can support Kalina Lawrence. You can buy Superman's work, and Superman even has he sells clothing as well, right? So if you go to Superman's homepage, you can go and you can and he, you know, he is, well, he travels all around, you know, but you can look on here, you can buy his music, you can buy his clothing. Let's see, I'm not seeing the clothing. Good Medicine clothing. So Superman's line is called Good Medicine. And so if you go on here, you can see his clothing as well. And he sells t-shirts. He sells these awesome hummingbird. I have the hummingbird Good Medicine sweatshirt. But Superman has all these different clothes. He has mugs that you can buy, right? So there's all these different clothes that you can buy from him that are amazing, that are awesome. You know, so, you know, don't just go to Walmart and buy something, right? Like, support our Native artists. So find the Native artists, you know, from your community and support them and buy them. Go to, you know, wherever they're having bazaars, you know, there's bazaars all over, and you can find bazaars at different in different communities, and you can support beaders. And oh my gosh, I have such a hard time remembering, but the set that I'm wearing is a butterfly. It has earrings and it has a necklace, and this was made by Mrs. Bob from Nispelum, but they are always vendors that you see. Shady Cree. Oh, that was the other one I wanted to show you guys. How much time do I have? I have 5 minutes. So Shady Cree is another one. If you want to buy a drum for a family member, you know, if you like, drums are like such a great gift. And Shady Cree, he sells drums and he sells sticks and bones. And so if you go if you look up, if you go to Facebook, you know, and this is kind of cool because we're just learning as we go, right? We're live. But I don't know if Shady has, if he has a website, like, but he's a stick game player, and he sells the coolest drums. And I was trying to get him to get on here. But him and Katrina also do they do quill work, they do let's see, why is this not working? But they do quill work and all kinds of drums and sticks and bones. And is anybody on who knows? Oh, and there's women artists from Red Lodge Transitions. So let me see if I can Google that, because I can't find Shady's. But so is that a website? Do they have a website, Red Lodge Transitions? Let's look. So here's their page. And if you go on here, you can see that, yeah, so they must, yeah, and if Nico, if you guys can list the website, if there's a website, but Red Lodge Transition Services, this is exactly what we're talking about. Like find these places, you know, look online. There's also a lot of people who sell their ribbon skirts on this website. So this is ribbon skirts every day. I go here. I've bought ribbon skirts from all over Canada and the United States, and people sell their ribbon skirts on here. And so this is a little ribbon skirt. It's so cute. And the matching one, Allie, I bought ribbon skirts from here from Allie Digital, and they were MMIW ribbon skirts, but that is so beautiful. Right? Anybody needs a ribbon skirt. Everybody needs ribbon skirts. And so you can just Google this stuff on Facebook, and there's all kinds of beading groups and ribbon skirt groups. So, you know, I encourage you to look up these places and find out where can you buy Indigenous for Christmas this year. So I just want to say Limlem, Shinchaspa Talijas, thank you for joining us today on the Native Wellness Institute's Power Hour. And I hope that you buy Indigenous this holiday season. So thank you to all of you for joining us today. Limlem, Shinchaspa Talijas. Goodbye.